Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn in our Four Corners map today. And today we're going to be looking at some of the problems we left over from last episode, getting some resources caught up, hopefully getting some extra power in, and maybe even getting to some of the amusements and moving around some of this last stuff in our industrial area. But the first thing we need to do is look at what we have in our basic needs. Now, food, I think we're good on. Logs were really low. Water were really low. And workers, we've got 1 and 1, but we definitely need more. So let's take a look first at what we can do to maybe get some more workers. I think we're going to start with getting a control tower. And what that will let us do is if we put the control tower in here, that will let our golems that make golems make more golems. Or bots, I guess. I still like golems better as a name. What does everybody else think? But what we're going to do is we're going to put on a platform, and we're going to figure out where this needs to go first. That would be a good thing. So it looks like right there goes to the edge of the map. So anything lined with this edge of the trench goes to the edge of the map. And if I put it here... No, I need to go over one more. So I could go something like, well, the one block that we need is occupied. I don't know if we can make a side platform for that. Let's check real quick. That probably won't work there. No, because that's in the way. So what we'll do is we'll just do the next best thing. We will put up a platform, let's say, how about right here? And then we can work our way out from there. Even if we have to sacrifice 1 or 2 squares, that gets most of what's in these areas, the boost for all of this. So let's mark that as highest priority. That'll help us a little bit. Now, while we're at it, let's go ahead and take a look at the water situation. Now over here, it looks like we're not running out of water to pump, we're just not pumping enough. So what we're going to have to do, while we have just a little bit extra here, let's get this out of here. And then we are going to put in... I could probably have left that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Put those in. Once we get all of this cleared out with dynamite here, we'll go ahead and build in more pumps. We can go ahead and put in the top layer, though. Let's do these. There we go. And then we'll line these pumps up with the other ones. Water, deep water, and let's see. Yep, that's fine. We'll switch this one. Yep. And then we'll wait on the next two. We'll put these as second most importance, so those get built fairly quickly. Hopefully... In fact, let's up these dynamite just a little bit too so I can get those out of there. On the lumber front, we do have some trees that aren't being cut down here, so we're going to take and put up a couple more lumberjacks here and there. Let's put one, first of all, right here. That will let us chop some more of those down. Then we might also put in some more trees. How far can that one... That one can reach up there, so let's put in some trees here for hopefully some more area. Let's level this out too. Let's take those out of there. Let's get rid of all of this, and we will start leveling this. That is not dynamite. I had meant to make that dynamite. So let's get rid of all of you and all of you. And let's actually choose what I was thinking, which was dynamite. There we go. We'll get rid of that one there. We'll get rid of these. We'll just plant trees. No. Let's make it even. There we go. We're going to get rid of all of this so we can plant more trees there. We're going to get rid of all of this, and we'll have to go down another level. And hopefully that helps us get caught up on the trees as well. Something else that's probably going to help us out quite a bit, we're going to toss in yet another set of factories here. So let's go 1, 2, and 3 on that. Oops. Nope. Those are too close to the road. There we go. Bot part factory. 1, 2, and 3 of those. There we go. We're going to do 1, 2. And actually, let's make this one in the middle, just so it's different than the other ones. And we'll toss in our ladders here so they can get up there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Grab one of these. There we go. And finally, get the road. Put all those in there. So that looks nice. For now, we'll set these as a bit lower so that other things get done first. But we might turn those up here in just a bit once we get back to having some of our more important resources. It looks like we've got our dynamite in, at least for this area, so let's try and explode that. Hopefully no beavers are down there. There we go. Now we can expand out just a little bit on what we were going to do before. Let's put in... Well, let's do the platforms first. We got 2 of those, 2 of these, and this will all have to be done eventually. As I make this wall around higher and higher, of course, this will have to come out of there and be built higher and higher as well. But we'll come back to all of that. Let's get our deep water pumps in here. Let's see. I want the doors to align, so we're going to switch you, and we're going to switch you. There we go. Here, we're just going to put you just like that, because why not? We've got all of our pumps in, and the water is going up, but I'm thinking I could use at least 2 more. So we're going to go ahead and just cover our bases, put those in, and be ready to go. Here we go. We'll put you there. Flip you around. There you go. Now that the water has came back, I'm noticing I forgot to dig out a little trench for this river over here, so we'll go ahead and lay down some of the dynamite that we're going to need to get that in there. Let's take this way, and then we're going to come down to about here, I think. That looks good. Get rid of all of this. Get rid of all of this. I will probably end up building this up right here. In fact, let's do that. Let's do this. There we go. And hopefully the river comes out and down. Let's see, we'll want it 1, 2, 3 wide. So we might remove a little of this over here too. There we go, just so it's like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. We're going to have to put in a couple of blocks there. We'll see if that floods or not, but we'll take a look at that whenever we get here. Now, down here, eventually, I would like probably some trees, because we don't want to run out of trees. Let's go ahead and put in a forester. Yep, we'll put you right there. A couple of them to cut down trees. That looks good. And then we'll put in the trees themselves. Let's go something like this. That. Here. And I might just go ahead and make this even over here. So let's do that. We'll get rid of these 2 eventually once the rest of that is in there. But we'll plan to put trees on this as well. I think they've got enough in for me to direct the river, even though we just got to our drought phase. That's not a huge deal. We're also going to put in some dynamite over here. Reshape this just a bit. Actually, before I do that, I think I'm going to make sure that we can get power across here. So let's take out a couple of those dynamite here. There we go. That way they still have a ledge to walk on. Speaking of which, let's go over here. We also need to remove this plateau right here. I believe that's all 1 high, so they can get down there. Let's put in power. we're going to go power all the way across this bridge here. There we go. They can get that in. Also, we can go this way. And then we just need to go straight up, basically. So we're going to put that in. And then we're going to put some of these on top of it. That should be enough, I believe. They should be able to build down and across. Looks like our water is catching up, and our workers are holding okay. We could still use more, but that's okay. We'll work on getting those bots / golems up whenever we can. I think to get the trees up, though, we're going to play a balancing act with our geothermal turbine here. We're going to turn it on, and we're also going to turn on the cooling tower. And basically, hopefully, that keeps everything running. We should now have way more power than we need. Probably can turn off most of these, if not all of these. 68. Nope, right there. That's about what we can turn off. So we'll keep an eye on our water. We'll keep an eye on our blocks and treated lumber. But now we have guaranteed 100% power for everything. So hopefully everything gets developed faster. So we're basically using our rocket fuel to drive. So we will check that and see if that'll get us what we need. And we'll keep an eye and try and keep the balance going. With one river successfully rerouted, I think we're going to try and reroute this one here as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to put in a couple of dynamite here. We're going to put some in here and here. And then we're also going to put some in here. Looks like we need to get up there and get rid of those trees too. So let's do that real quick. We'll put you in, and this road can be that way. There we go. And I believe I have those marked to cut. Yep, I sure do. So as soon as this gets put in, we can finish that off, and we will work on routing the river down and more straight along here. I've been seeing a lot of beavers come from all the way down here, all the way around, and back up to these areas in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a bit of a shortcut. Let's go ahead and put in ladders here. And we'll put one in here at the end of the road, too. We're going to have to put something under this, though. There we go. We've got this in here. We've got that and that and that. And here we go. There we go. I know we're not having much trouble on food at the moment. In fact, what we could do is let's go ahead and take care of that, because this tower here should cover all of that. And in fact, we're going to just remove these two as well. There you go. It's going to be a little wet there for just a second. Let's demolish this road. There we go. And then we're going to put in beehives. Now, I don't really have the bots to cover our beavers not getting bee stings, but we'll live with it for just a bit. So let's count out how many we need. It's on the 4th, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right there is what we need. So we're going to demolish, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then from there, we need to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And is there room for another 1, 2, 3, 1, 2? We'll put one down there and just see what happens. Let's go ahead and plant in some more wheat here. That's definitely what we need. More wheat. Then we're going to do carrots. There we go. Let's make these a little bit higher priority so they get done sometime here. And then we'll come back and we will drop one of these beehives on there. We should also probably figure out what we need for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Probably right here. So let's get rid of that. We'll drop in a beehive here. Oh, look, they've already got those done. Let's just take care of that real quick. 1, 2, and 3. I don't think they'll help the bushes. I'm not sure about the pumpkins, but that's okay too. Let's go ahead and take a couple more of these out. 1, 2, 3, right from here and there. And then we'll come back in just a minute to get those going. We'll mark those as high priority too, so we know that they get done and our food can start growing a little better. Now we're going to try and redirect this river as well. So I've got some of the dynamite to take that out and some more to be laid out over here, but we're also going to put in a couple of levees here and then a couple of dams here. There we go. That should handle most of it. Then we're going to need to take a road probably around here across the dam, and we will need to fill in a lot of this stuff. So let's get that filled in. There we go. And here we're going to want those and that, so it goes the other way there. In fact, we might even want just something like that. With this turbine here producing a constant amount, but our power needs fluctuating high and low thanks to the day-night cycle and some of the beavers going home. What I think I'm going to try and do is maximize that usage a little bit. We'll put in some gravity batteries, and we have a mod that will turn that on and off as the batteries get higher and lower. So therefore, whenever they do... Ooh, I want to move that over one. Let's get rid of all those again. In fact, we'll just do this. There's a reason I want to move all these over, because we're going to have to go down and underneath to get to this ladder here. Let's put those back in here. Power. One over. There we go. Now we'll simply line these over here, which should provide us with a decent amount of power. And we need to take this line of engines all the way around the edge here and connect them up with this. So I think the way we're going to do that is let's drop in a couple more of these. In fact, put it in... We might need to think of something there. We're going to have to put something back here. There we go. Actually, I'm going to need that one, aren't I? Yep, we're going to do power, and we're going to do 1, 2. Something. Oh, I know what I can do. Nope. I want this here. And this can go across on either side. There we go. And then we're going to take the power. We're going to put a universal joint in here. And then we will put one on top of it. And then we will put one next to it. Although I think I have to redo that one so it does the right one. There we go. Let's get you there. We'll need one here. Here and here. Now, this slightly higher one. First of all, let's get the engine in so we know where it's at. There we go. That should connect in. Hopefully it works correctly. Pause that. And then we're going to go with 2 high. There we go. 2, 2, 2. And the ones to fill it out. There you go. We're going to put a ladder in front here, because they look pretty good with all of that stuff. Plus, it'll allow us to pass through there. And we'll plunk down another engine here. There we go. And then we're going to come down. Actually, where do I need this engine? This engine will be here. So we're going to need you and you. There we go. Hopefully that all connects up. Let's pause all these for now, and we'll get it started again so they can start working on it. I want to pause this one so I know that everything gets in there, and we'll let them go on working on some of this. We'll work our way across here while they're working on that. So we're going to do... Nope, we need this one. There we go. And then we'll skip 1, 1, 2, and then skip 1, 1. Oops. I think I wanted one right here. We're about to find out. engine. There's one, there's one, there's one. There we go. Let's go back, put the 4s in. Pause all these so we know everything behind them gets built first. Do one of those. This. And we'll go all the way up to right there for now. And then let them work out how to get all of that in there. We do plan on filling this in with dirt, so we're going to take these ladders and move them over probably to right about here. And that gives us access from the top and the bottom to get to some of these other items. Plus, we should probably toss in a couple more trees here as well. There we go. Those can go there. This can go. Yep. And that can go, and we will toss in something to fill those in. Put a road across the top. And we'll even toss in a couple more lumberjacks here. There we go. Maybe one this way. There we go. Now there should be plenty. I don't like the fact that this goes dry and we basically lose a whole bunch of trees. So we're going to toss in an irrigation tower up here. It kind of looks like it fits in. And it's going to help get trees into the storage anyway so that they can be put in here. Now that we have most of our resources starting to recover just a bit, we're going to try and move some of this last refuge of industry or old industry up here to go into the new area. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is we're going to take a power line all the way down this. Now, we might not use all of it, and we might not need all of it, but that's okay. We'll figure that out as we go. There we go. That looks good. So, now we have got 5 different types of bakeries, so I think we're going to do 2 of each. Let me grab bakery. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, missed, 8, 9, and 10. And there we go. That should be a good amount of bakeries for us. On the end of this over here, I think we're going to move these probably houses here, these builders' huts, and probably put in some more hauling posts as well. So let's go to the labor tab. We're going to put in, let's do the hauling post move first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the builder's hut. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be fine. Oh, there's a little bit of dynamite here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. There we go. So they'll build those, move those along. What else do we have down here? We have our grills. So we'll try and move those as well. Where should we put some grills? There are 1, 2, 3 different types, so we really need 6 grills here. Let's grab the food, and we'll put grills back here, but here we're going to switch one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. I just noticed that with the increase in population, we have 26 beavers that are sleeping outside, so they're probably not very happy with me. We're going to toss in a couple of these. We'll put one here, and then we'll put a small one in here. In fact, let's we'll make 2 of these small, just for the looks of it. And then we'll put one large one right here. We're going to go ahead and remove a little of this stuff since we seem to be able to keep the lights on enough to always have planks and gears. So let's just knock this out of there. There we go. Some of our original industry finally gets to move on. And we will take and make this a little bit larger. These we don't need anymore, so we'll go ahead and take those out of there too. We'll do this, and then we are going to do that. We're going to do this. Let's see if we can get that piece of road in there. Nope. There we go. That goes out of there. This can all be filled in. There we go. Let's see. Some of this can be filled in. That can be filled in. This can be filled in. Let's see if we can put some items in here to be filled in as well. There we go. Now we just got to wait for them to get more stuff ready up here so that we can move it out of here. We're struggling a little bit with planks and gears, but we have managed to get a couple of the buildings moved up. So let's go ahead and take out some of these. Let's see. We're not going to need that one anymore. The science we haven't really needed in a while, so let's go ahead and get rid of all of that. We have got our regular beaver post up here, so let's go ahead and take that out for now. When they build some more, we'll take some more of that out. I don't know at this point if we're going to have the ability to take that back in. I think otherwise we should be good to go. Oh, you know what we forgot to move? We forgot to move the tents here. So let's grab those, and we'll put in 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. These, though, we're only going to set 1 to awful stew, and the rest can be decent stew. It's hard to keep up with decent stew the way it is, and nobody really wants to eat awful stew. So looks like they've already got them in, so we'll go ahead and get rid of those 2 as well. Finally managed to get the power going around the outside here, all connected up. So what I'm going to do is try and take this, and we'll attach a gravity battery. And when the charge is below 20, we'll enable it. And when it's above 90, yeah, let's go 95, we'll disable it. So it'll use the power from these to power everything. And then whenever it needs the power, it'll actually make more power than it needs, charging them back up. So it'll turn off and on quite a bit. But you know what? That's okay. And actually, I think we're going to switch this over to bots. There we go. Let the golems work in there because it's highly dangerous for regular beavers. And we'll let them go to work, and you'll see for the rest of the time, these will probably be lowering and raising and lowering and raising quite a bit. They managed to get even more of the industry moved up here. In fact, we can go ahead and remove all of our bakeries. We can remove our hauling post. I went ahead and moved our tank here, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And I am building a tank for the stew, so we're going to say that no longer accepts goods. And as soon as that gets done, well, it's empty, so never mind. Everybody ate the stew that was there. That's just fine. These are all paused. We're going to get rid of everything but one of them, just in case. We're going to unpause that one, and then we're going to fill in the rest of this, hopefully. I think we're going to try and toss in a couple more of these control towers. We're still getting plenty of science with just the 2 number crunchers. And eventually I want to line this whole back with number crunchers. So that'll take just a bit, but it'll offset any science that we're going to try and get from this. So let's see where we need this next one. Okay, how about there? But we move it over to be in line with this, so right here at the door of this one. No, not down there. Definitely not down there. Is it the door of this one, I believe? And we'll do science and... Nope, wrong door. This one. The door of the one next door. That one. And then science U. There we go. And now let's see if we can figure out where we need to place this one over here. So here, but down 2 on top of this. So we'll build some stuff in here for that as well. Let's just start with... how do we want to do this? Well, first things first, I'm going to mark that so I don't forget where I just put it. Let's see. Give me a light pole. Actually, figure out where it was at. 2. We'll do this, but we'll pause it. All right, so we need this here. You go there, and nope, not that one. We want this, and it is, what, one higher than this? Yeah, that looks even. And for now, we're just going to do this and see how it turns out. There we go. I think I finally made a decision on where we can put this incinerator, so we're just going to grab this, going to make another one, and we're just going to put it right there. I don't know what else we would put there, and in fact, this whole row, I'm not sure what to do with, really. We can put more golems up here if we want or need some, but at the present moment, we definitely don't need any. Here, we're just going to finish out this field. Let's get rid of this. And then we'll also get rid of the path inside here. And the street light. And is there a... Yep, there is a brick path underneath. Let's go ahead and fill in all of this. There we go. Once they finish this giant field here, we will work on what we're going to put in there. So I think I finally figured out what we're going to do with this giant field here. It's going to be kind of a callback to my last episode with mods. If you remember that episode, we had a big project that we took on in the final episode and finished. And what we're going to do here is we're going to make the landing pad for it so that they can visit. Basically, we made an airship in the last one, and this particular season, we're going to make an airship an airship landing dock just in case they ever want to visit. So the first thing I think we're going to do is grab some staircases. Yep, grab the metal ones. Yep, we're not probably going to use those. There we go. And here we are going to put in, how about left? Should we go left? Yeah, let's go left. And then we also got to grab these here. Let's see. I thought... Nope. Okay, we'll grab all of these. What we're going to do is... Let's see. Nope, we want... staircase. There we go. Those. Probably have to put in one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, and then we'll turn it around again. There we go. Now let's go back, put in the stairs. We might actually have to make a double staircase here just for it to be tall enough. There's our stairway. Okay. And here. Attach in that. That is not what we wanted attached in. We wanted it down one more. There we go. And we'll go up one more time. Well, we would go up one more time if we could. We'll put this... Let's see. One there, one there. We'll do that for now. And there we go. That's a lot of burning. We'll move back away from that. Got to put in the supports for this. supports, and that one. There we go. All right. There's that. Did I put the ones in on this side? And it looks like I need some there too. All right. We'll get these all in place. There we go. This here. No, not that. Goodness. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. And now we will simply build... we need one coming out that way. Looks like I need another pillar first. This way. There we go. Now one of these can go right there. And we'll build the connection bridge. Let's see. Do I want a steel bridge for that? How does that look? Actually, not terrible. But I actually think I like the other bridge better for that one. So, let's grab the 6x1, since it needs a long bridge here. And we'll see if we can get it to go down one, maybe. No? If I do this... Okay, it's still on there. There we go. You know what? That might be a little too long. Let's get a shorter one. How about a 3? That should still be plenty. And now, since it's an airfield and we don't want people playing around in the airfield, let's go over to our decorations. We're going to grab... Let's do the metal fence here. We're going to put a fence all the way around it. Just so we know no beaver is in there when they shouldn't be. There we go. All the way over here and back around. And then we're going to put in some roads here. Let's get about... What about those? No, that's a little too dark. Let's get a different road here. What road do we want? How about... Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We're gonna put... Let's see. Let's just put a big plus so they know where to land. And just do something like that. There you go. Is that... That look good? You know what? We're going to make a box out of it. Here we go. That kind of gives them guidance, hopefully, from the air. Is it slightly off center? It looks like it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it needed to go over one more. Not a big deal. We can fix that up real quick. Let's demolish all of these in here. There we go. And now, since they could be coming in at night, let's get some of these lanterns, and we'll put them on the corners here. Here we go. And look at that. That should help them get lit up in the correct area, I guess. We'll put 4 of these here so they can see the middle at night. We'll put 1 extra down the landing strip here. We'll put 2 down in the corner here. Actually, let's do a couple here as well. And we'll put 1 here. There we go. That will direct them to where they need to go. We're going to leave one gate out here just so they can get in there and move around as they need to. For right now, we started our episode just trying to get more and more of our industry in and get caught up with some of our basic needs, and somehow I ended with an airport. I'm not sure how that works, but you know what? I kind of like the way it ended up. I added a couple more buildings over here just so when beavers are waiting to get on the airship when it comes by, they've got a nice place to wait inside, or they've even got a couple of benches out here to wait on. So next time we are going to go ahead and fill up the reservoir, and we're finally going to get to that amusement park that we're going to put down in this corner down here. But that is going to do it for this time. I honestly didn't think this map would go this many episodes, but we've got at least one left. So be sure to like and subscribe for the next one. And as always, thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.